How are ya? Welcome back to Classic Hits Gaming, your home of the three greatest decades of gaming. The 80s, I'll drop my second phone, the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. This is my second session of Crazy Taxi. Sit back, relax, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy.
Hey, come on over, have some fun with Crazy Taxi.
Hey!
Yeah.
Enjoy the live stream. You crazy motherfuckers. I love the soundtrack in this game. I like a good soundtrack in the game, and Crazy Taxi has a fantastic soundtrack, so it does. Might move the camera just a little closer, but not too close. Just close enough. Why is my giant Sega Mega Drive light there, nah? In frame, that's weird. Oh, I'm such a perfectionist. I'm such a perfectionist. That will do. Why is it not in frame? It was in frame the last time. That's weird. Doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna get stuck into arcade mode, and I'm gonna play by arcade rules because I probably spent most of my time playing Crazy Taxi in the arcades.
Alright, let's go make some crazy
Was there milk on? Oh, there it is. I need some milk before I, get behind the cab.
Go ahead and take the car.
No, I'll go ahead and drink some milk if you don't mind. I'll start with Axel.
Alright, let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
It's time to make some crazy money. Are you ready? Here we go.
Cable car stop top coming up. How's that for driving? Great, I know. I've got the need for speed. Come on, you wanna hurry? Yeah, come on. Don't call me a fool. Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's the gravy in KFC. The vine. I want to bathe myself in KFC gravy. you know what? No, the volume is a bit too loud, and I want to fix Divine Void. I said your name and you arrived. I refer to KFC curry. No, not curry. KFC don't do curry. I refer to KFC gravy as divine, and here you are. That's crazy. Hi. Thank you for that by the live stream to say hello, my good friend Divine Void. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Hope you're having a great day, my friend. This is my second session. Crazy taxi. I just want to fix the camera so I can put this here and you'll be able to see it. But I have to do a bit of adjusting in order for that to happen. Just give me a moment now, please. Okay. I think what I have to do is try to move this. Okay. No, that didn't. This is so weird. I can definitely, wait a second, if I just move it slightly to the left, no, right, and put it forward like here. I feel like I'm solving a video game puzzle or something. Just move this. This should be perfect. Yeah, that will do. I'm gonna put this over here. Yeah, that will do. Okay, let's go. To the baseball stadium, we shall go. Hello, Mr. KFC guy. Colonel Sanders, isn't it? Well, is that what's he called again? Is that what he's called? The traffic is heavy today. Uh-oh. Oh, I was almost there now. Time's up. How do we do? How do we do, people? A D? Well, fuck you. Because I don't want my best. Okay? I don't take too kindly to your criticism. Okay? Motherfucker. I just think of something. Why did I put it back again? It was going to make a difference. But throwing my Mortal Kombat medal. I won that for winning Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it's a fun fact about me. That's actually much better. Okay, I can't believe I didn't think of that sooner. So I can actually put that a bit closer now. Now I can push the camera a little bit closer over here. Okay. I am actually such a perfectionist. OCD bullshit here, like. That's much better. I like that. Okay. Now I'm happy. I'll register to Bob. Okay. Now I'm going to do original with arcade rules. We're going to make some crazy money. Crazy fucking money. This time, B, D, Joe. I'm just going to check the... sometimes YouTube doesn't show all comments. Okay. Alright. Now I'll just check. Okay.
It's time to make some crazy money. Are you ready? Here we go.
This game is an example of a time where the video game industry was a lot more creative. I mean, there was little to no creativity now in the video game industry. It's the same recycled garbage every single time. The same genres recycled over and over again. I mean, look how many Souls games there are. Oh wow, I'm so excited for another Souls game. Remember the time we got excited when a new genre came along? Because this was a new genre. You know, cab simulator or whatever you want to call it. Cab games, like games where you had to pick up passengers and get to your destination as quickly as possible. I mean, The Simpsons Road Rage, which was essentially a parody of this game, exists, and there's other ones more recently. So this is actually a genre. And Crazy Taxi is such an immensely popular game to this day, which is why Sega are actually bringing it back. But it's going to be crap. It's going to be like an online multiplayer, like probably even a live service type game. Even songs a little bit like a battle royale. How the fuck am I doing so bad? What the hell's going on? I'm in shock here. That was terrible. That was shockingly bad. 45th. But yeah, nowadays, okay, shut up. Nowadays in the gaming industry, we get the same kind of games over and over again. Just recycled ideas, recycled formulas. I mean, the days where we got 3D, true full 3D gaming for the first time with Super Mario 64. And literally that game paved the way for the future of gaming at that time. The days where we got a true sandbox open world experience with GTA 1 and PS1. And the days of getting, a fresh game like Crazy Taxi, those days are well gone, unfortunately. Like, the video game industry has become so stale in many ways, but in particular in the area of creativity. So you know what, actually, a little bit of Crazy Box this time. Crazy Box. Let's put Axel. 101 rule: jump past the K point. You need to for a quick acceleration. Nothing is better than Crazy Dash. To execute a Crazy Dash, let off the accelerator, shift into D gear, and press the accelerator. I will.
Ready?
How was that? Okay, next. Perform crazy drifts to earn a minimum of 15 combo within the time limit.
Need some advice?
To do crazy drift, execute a crazy drift, shift into R, then shift into D.
Let me see you spin.
Spin.
Ready?
I don't know how to do this. Nope. What else do we have? Take all the customers to the destination within the time limit. I like that.
Help these guys out. Ready?
Who's first? I think in Crazy Taxi 2 you can actually pick up multiple passengers actually. Oh shit, where's the passengers gone? There they are. You have to be so fast. I'll try it again. Yeah. Ah, come on, right there.
Ready?
Ah, fuck. Not too fast. It's gonna take up so much time. Get in! Hurry up! And hello there, Haseen and Sprite Fighter, my good friends. Welcome to Classic Hits Gaming, your home of the three greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. For my second session of Crazy Taxi. Thank you all so very, very much for taking the time out of your day to join the live stream. How are you both doing? Hello. Did you see my Sega Dreamcast gameplay? Do you know what now? I'm going to check it out right now. on the live stream because I got a brain like a sieve. Be right back making food. No problem. But I'm actually going to check out your content there in a little bit. Go to channel. Videos. Ryu versus Dudley. Hardest Street Fighter 3 the Third Strike. Shoryuken. I'm guessing you're Ryu. Man, people like your gameplay. I just got like triple the amount of views the second I showed your gameplay. Ah, you're very welcome. No need to say thanks. Kicking ass, man, is Ryu. Look at Ryu, man. I like the white. What was I got mixed up there for a second. Shoryuken. Good job, man. I said a Ryu. Blew you. Oh, sorry, my arm shifted. I like your video, man. I don't know why it's saying 0, but I just liked it. Oh, man, what a comeback. What a comeback with the Crow. And Ryu wins. Man, that was unreal. I actually enjoyed that comeback there. No, good stuff, man. I gotta check out more of your content. Give me a time boost at least. You know what? That was better than the last time, so I'm gonna try it again. Let's give it another go. Dudley is nasty to fight against. He's a nasty motherfucker. Dudley. Devon Dudley. Devon Dudley of the Diddley Bros. Oh, God.
Good luck. Ready? Hey, what's the problem? You're okay. Yeah. All right, watch this. Just one lap.
Let's go. Ah, fuck. Oh, hell. Ah! I was so close. Well, maybe not that close, but close enough. Crazy taxi. Look beautiful on your TV, man. Ah, thank you. It is it's the AV, the red, yellow, and white cable. Yeah, so I have it in the RGT 85 connection. Is it RGB? Is it red, green, blue? Let's double check that then off you. I mean, bear in mind I am playing on a modern TV. That's the funny thing. A lot of people think that playing retro consoles on modern TVs make the games look shit. In my case, they look quite good. You know, I'll take that off, yeah. Ignore me. I'm in an awful state. RGB video. Yeah, technically AV, like. So it kind of upscales the image, maybe a little bit. And also, as you know, the Sega Dreamcast is very visually impressive. I'm going to show you this. There's the VMU inserted inside the Dreamcast controller, and you can see on the LCD screen the Crazy Taxi logo. Pretty cool feature. Looks great. I run Dreamcast on SCART cable. Looks beautiful too. Yeah, I mean, like if it's a console that has like a SCART connection, your TV has got a SCART connection, then there's no issue with playing retro consoles on modern TVs. Like, it's only the real old ones. But in saying that, though, it's quite funny, because in saying that, like, the NES, like, look at Nintendo's first console that came out in the 80s actually has an AV out. That's the funny thing about it, like. It's not like you have to play these consoles on CRT TVs, like. But everyone is different, like, each to their own. Just drive, he says. Ah, come on. Ah, Jesus Christ, man. Through. Alright, Dad. I'm good, thank you very much for asking. What about yourself, Dad? Welcome, as always, to Classic Hits Gaming, your home of the three greatest decades of gaming. The 80s, the 90s, and the 90s. I'm back playing Crazy Taxi. Session 2. How are you doing? No. I didn't get the speed boost. That's great. I'm okay, but still have your head cold. The Dublin air, man, it just does not settle with you. I'm going to try this one more time. There's actually a bowling mini game as well, I think. Oh, Jesus, just... Okay. This game is just simple, old school fun. There you go, man. Just fun. Not like, you know, no over the top story and politically driven nonsense, just gameplay. You said it, my friend. I missed the old simple days. You said it, man. I mean, no over the top, you know, cinematic AAA blockbuster story that costs millions of dollars to make and 7 years to release, you know. None of that crap. Just simple fun that people like. I completely agree with Sean Layden. Sean Layden came out recently, former PlayStation boss, and said that it's a death sentence to continue making AAA blockbuster games. He's so fucking right. And this isn't just just a thing. Years ago, I would spend so much time ranting about modern gaming and saying exactly what Sean Layden said. The difference between me and Sean Layden is a talented, intelligent businessman who ran PlayStation for a good number of years and successfully at that. You know? So, like, people, don't take my word for it. Take a professional like Sean Layden's word. You know? So I completely agree with you, man. It's a simple fun. So all the people in Dublin, and when I'm in Cork, I don't get out of the city. Good point, actually. Exactly. Instant action, out of the box, just gameplay. Not like fucking Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding. It's a piece of art, bro. Yeah, so what if you have to sit through 5 hours of cutscenes that make absolutely no fucking sense? It would make more sense being on mushrooms, reading the Bible from start to finish. But who cares about that, bro? Who cares that the majority of the gameplay is you just walking around, stumbling around like a drunken bastard and dropping everything all over again? Who cares, bro? But I can stand in front of a mirror and make funny faces, so it's Game of the Year, bro. Your opinion doesn't matter, bro. Fuck you, bro. Game of the Year, bro. I mean, come on. It's a boring, extensively boring, depressing game. We need fun, simple, out-of-the-box experiences. You know? Yes, well said. I hit those cutscenes. That exactly. I mean, what I like about God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok is they literally have pretty much like 1% cutscenes, but the majority they're not actually cutscenes. They're integrated with the gameplay. So while you're moving, while you're fighting, while you're exploring, like Kratos and Atreus and the other characters will talk. The story will progress, but it'll progress in a natural. What's the word I'm looking for? Like the story will like just naturally like transition, you know, which is great. But yeah, we just want gameplay. We just want gameplay. That's all we want. Now, where's the fucking where's the bowling? Oh, I thought it was bowling. They might have added that to the PS2 version, maybe. There's a lot of these around it. Pop all the balloons from the time ever. I'm gonna do crazy balloons. Pop them all, she said. I did it! I did it for the rock. Okay, that's enough crazy box for now, I think. I'll go back into arcade now in just a moment. The word game means game, so you should be able to get right to it and have fun. Exactly. A movie is something you sit through. You get yourself comfortable, get a few snacks, you know, and you watch a movie unfold in front of you. You don't have to do anything. You just sit there and let the movie tell you the story. You get immersed in it and you walk out and say, wow, that was a great movie. The special effects were amazing. The acting was amazing, you know. But somehow that experience has taken over the video game industry, modern gaming, and it's become so acceptable now, and people think that's video gaming. It's not. That's movies. You want to watch a movie, go to cinema. Simple. You know, or watch it on the streaming device or whatever, streaming service. But video games are not movies. And while I do like video games like Spider-Man and God of War, because they're the right balance of storytelling and gameplay. But video games that are just completely built around the idea of it being an interactive movie, I'm not particularly fond of those kind of games, to be quite honest with you. Because I like to be involved in a game. I don't want to be sitting through hours of cutscenes. Because Keanu Reeves is fucking in the game. You know, I want to be able to pick up, as you said, you know, a game is something you play. I want to play it. A movie is something you watch. Like, you praise a movie because of its acting, because of its story, and because of its special effects. You praise a game because of its gameplay. It's as simple as that. You know, it's in the name, gameplay. You play it, you know? So, yeah. So I'm going to hop back into arcade, but this time I'm going to give myself 10 minutes. Yeah, I have time for this. Wait a second. Let me just check something. I'm currently in the middle of a Facebook rant, although I wouldn't call it a rant, because the people that I'm apparently ranting with are fucking idiots. And yeah. They don't have very much brain cells, to be honest with you. So there was a Nintendo Life posted 4 hours ago. As expected, Nintendo is struggling to contain online playtest leaks. Yeah, there was a playtest. There was a Nintendo Switch online playtest was currently being held, and Nintendo were like, "Don't talk about it." What did they expect? Anyway, it got leaked naturally, and this guy called Maxwell Power. I'm gonna call this fucker out, Maxwell Power. Let's try and get a photo of him. Look at him. This is his Facebook profile, Max Power. Let's see what he says. He's the man whose name you'd love to touch, but you mustn't touch. What a fucking freak. Says it all, really. Anyway. So he says,
they are also struggling to keep up with modern hardware demands. But what else is new?
I mean, he literally just... The last thing he said, but what else is new, explains the situation. If he could just understand that. I mean, look at the laugh ratio to like ratio on that, you know? So, like, I said initially, change the record, pal. Nintendo stopped playing with power since the Wii days, and were very clear about their business. I probably spelled something wrong there, but never mind. Business model since. People like you are the ones who need to keep up. By the way, I think... Let's check something. How many people in the city today? I'm not long back. Lots around, so was there. So I don't know if this is an order. He says,
Well, when the Switch was released, it was already outdated upon arrival. I understand they don't care about power,
but that's still pretty embarrassing. I mean, how can you, like, he's just an idiot. He doesn't understand why, I'll just read the rest of the comments that I said to him. The only thing embarrassing is how outdated comments like yours are. As I pointed out very clearly to you, Nintendo's business model no longer includes competing in the area of specs. Wait a second. My comments are so long. They now focus on innovation and fun. They have done this since 2006, man. 2006. Keep up, eh? Then he says, take him out. Yeah. I like how you didn't even bother to acknowledge the fact that Switch hardware was already outdated prior to release. Instead, you just white-knighted for Nintendo as the greatest company ever. You Nintendo fanboys are something else, he says. Now look at this. Some guy says since 1960s, Nintendo have never cared about the more powerful technology. The Game Boy was the least powerful. I mean, I don't know about that because, like, Nintendo's slogan was literally, now you're playing with power, up until the Wii, of course. So, then I responded back to him. If you could read and had an average IQ level, you would understand why Nintendo went with the NVIDIA chip. You Nintendo haters have more hate in your hearts than brain cells in your thick heads. I mean, when are people going to fucking realize? Like, Nintendo don't play with power anymore, and they haven't since 2006, since the launch of the Wii. And they're not going to anytime soon. Just deal with it. Just deal with it. Idiots, man. Honestly. We'll have an Apple 7 new phone. No, that's my existing phone. I'm using the new phone to record. I'll see you in Walla Walla. Wait, what? The hell? CPL Dwayne, my friend, welcome to Classic Hits Gaming, your home of the three greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the 90s. So my second session of Crazy Taxi. Thank you for taking the time to drop by the live stream. Hope you're doing well. Switch was long outdated, casual fan base. People who call Nintendo hardware outdated are idiots. Because the only thing outdated is their mentality. Nintendo no longer play with power. And they were very clear about that as far back as like 2005, 2006, even before the Wii launched. Nintendo's focus is innovation and fun. If people don't like that, that's fine. But don't be surprised that Nintendo has quote-unquote outdated hardware. I mean, they choose their hardware, they choose their specs in line with their business module, which is they don't compete with specs anymore. They create hardware that's innovative and software that's fun. Now, as far as the casual fan base is concerned, I mean, who's playing Astrobot? Who's playing Ratchet and Clank? Who's playing Sackboy Big Adventure? Big masculine, big boys, hardcore gamers. Ooh, I'm a hardcore gamer. I play on PlayStation. Ooh, oh, look at that cute Astrobot. Oh, look at that cute Ratchet. Oh, look at that cute Sackboy. I mean, casual hardcore, I mean, it's as irrelevant as the so-called console wars. There's just games. Some games are different to others. I mean, I don't think there is hardcore and casual. Just different games, really. People on social media lack critical thinking and open-mindedness. while claiming they do. Absolutely. But I think that guy, Maxwell Power, what the fuck his name was, again, as I pointed out in a comment, man, he has more hate in his heart than brain cells in that thick skull of his. He doesn't get it, like. He doesn't get it. I mean, Nintendo made it clear they no longer play with power, so why do these idiots get so surprised that they don't release powerful hardware? You know? Hoorah to Ashes. Nintendo got hacked again with all the Pokemon junk. They did. Every company is being hacked now, man. Every company is being hacked. Looks new. After the GameCube, Nintendo doesn't care about graphics anymore. Just exactly what I just said. And Nintendo were very clear about it. Like, I mean, they held press releases. I mean, every opportunity they had, you know, they publicly addressed their shareholders, investors, consumers, journalists, and made it very clear what their future was going to be, which was not going to be competing with specs, but creating innovative hardware and fun games. That's what they've been doing. So why that surprises people is beyond me. Never played Crash Taxi 2 then. I don't think I did actually. Possibly. Archive Returns can get back to business with a new 56. No, they're all playing Silent Hill 2 Remake. Nintendo, Wii and Switch have terrible graphics, but are top-selling systems because graphics are in the whole picture, in the whole scheme of things, completely irrelevant. I mean, look at Minecraft. I mean, it's hardly the most graphical demanding game in the world now, is it? But look at its success. Graphics don't mean shit. You know what I mean? They really don't. Completely irrelevant in terms of success and in terms of fun. But there you go. I mean, like, Nintendo has shit graphics, but look at the sales of their games. I mean, let's just pause for a second. I have plenty of time here now. I saw a PS5 for €500 today. Yeah, that's the average price. Brog Hive Minds, my friend. Let's have a quick look at Switch software sales, shall we? Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's have a look. Okay, currently, I don't know, as of June 30th, yeah. This is as of June 30th, and in case you don't believe me, it's right there. Mario Kart 9 Deluxe, in spite of it being a port of a Wii U game, in spite of it being a deluxe edition, 62.9 million sold. Animal Crossing, New Horizons. You know, the cartoony, childish game. 45.85 million. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 34.66 million. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, 32.5 million. Super Mario Galaxy, 28.21 million. Pokemon Sword, which you all like to hate, 26.35 million. Another Pokemon game. Scarlet and Violet, 25.29 million. Super Mario Party, the casual game, 20.84 million. Now, let's put this away a second, and let's have a look at sales for, let's see. Let's say Spider-Man 2 sales. $11 million, which is great, by the way. Great sales. Spider-Man 2 sold 11 million as of October. Sorry, not as of. As of after 6 months in the market, lifetime unit sales of the game announced. Very hard to come across. Let me get the exact. But there we go. So as of April 2024, it sold 11 million. Okay. And I'll get to the comments on a second. So 11 million. I mean, I can keep going here. I mean, compare 11 million to 62 million, 45 million, 34 million, 32 million, 28 million. I mean, how does it make Nintendo haters feel? Right? That Super Mario Party, right, sold almost double than Spider-Man 2. You know? So in spite of its terrible graphics, these games sell well. Do you know why? Not because of its graphics, because of its gameplay. Because they're fun games to play, and people would genuinely go out and buy them. So yeah. Now, comments time. Hideo Kojima gave us graphics and gameplay. He did, but then he just decided to create this boring walking simulator called Death Stranding. Kojima is vastly... He is... And, oh, thank you so much. Man, I could marry you. I'm not even fucking joking right now. Oh, I love the fact that we're on the same fucking... same wavelength here, Sprite Fighter 2D. Because I've been saying that for so long. He is extremely overrated. Hideo Kojima, yeah, he gave us Metal Gear. Congratulations, Hideo Kojima. Metal Gear, fantastic series. I love it. But outside of that, what have you done? Hideo Kojima today is loved by a bunch of bandwagon fans, a bunch of Jeff Keighley sims, a bunch of Game Awards sims who felt sorry for Hideo Kojima because of the way Konami treated him, although this happens every day in business. Somebody feels they're worth more than the company. Bret Hart thought he was worth more than the company. Look what happened to him. People think they're worth more than the company. They think they're so special, and they have these crazy demands. Doesn't quite work out for them. People feel sorry for them. They play the victim. All these modern gamers, all these Zoomers are watching the Game Awards. Oh, this is terrible. What's his name again? Oh, Hideo. That guy that made plastic hair. Oh no, it was Metal Gear. Oh yeah, I love that guy so much. Oh, literally didn't play any of his games in the past. All of a sudden, they become massive fans of Hideo Kojima and they call him the god of gaming. It's absolutely fucking pathetic, but also hilarious at the same time. But he is overrated. Absolutely. Oh man, Rodder had Silent Hills and the remake nonsense. I agree with that. He would have made a fantastic Silent Hill. Would have been far better than fucking Death Stranding anyway. Nintendo Wii is freaking awesome despite its bad graphics. Gameplay will always be king. There you go. I have zero interest in the PS5, let alone the PS5 Pro. I mean, exactly. I mean, the PS5 Pro. I mean, what the fuck is it? A scam is what it is. Dreamcast has Shenmue. There we go. Does indeed. My most modern console is a PS4 Pro with a SSD, but I like my Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, and Nintendo Wii more. I wouldn't blame you. Well said, friend. Thank you very much. Konami locked him up from going to the bathroom. Do you know what, man? There's those little Chinese kids right now, man, that are literally slaves, and they're making our fucking our clothes, and they're making our fucking our trainers and runners and shoes. Nobody fucking raises a brow with that, you know. But oh, the very rich game developer who makes a shit ton of money is being treated badly. Oh, this is really bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, going for a nap when you're old, you will understand. I'm hardly 10, like, but anyway, enjoy your nap. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I got to keep the gameplay going here because I don't have much time left. I've got 30 minutes left on the live stream, so I am going to... Wait, did I choose this already? I can't remember. I don't think I did. Okay, let's go. I do. I have 10 minutes, and then I might do another 10 minutes, and then we'll round off the live stream from there. I hear you. That's been going on since post-World War II. There you go. Like, it's been going on since post-World War II, but nobody seems to care. But when it's a famous, like, celebrity, like, we all fucking... Oh, it's terrible the way he... Konami is a business. Kojima is an employee. And there was tension between the two. Is that an alien concept? Fuck no. Does it happen every single day in every single fucking industry? Yes. I think Kojima is overrated. I think the whole situation is overrated. And I think it's hilarious to see a bunch of fucking kids, you know, simping over a guy. They don't even know how to fucking spell his name or pronounce it, or haven't even fucking played his games before. And again, I'm not taking anything away from that man. I already told you. I mean, all the respect in the world for him for creating the Metal Gear series. But does that mean like just because he's a great game developer who made Metal Gear doesn't grant him godness? Doesn't mean that every single game he creates is going to be great and fantastic. That's silly. It's a silly mentality to have. Like Death Stranding is boring. I don't care what spin you want to... People will shit on a canvas and call it art. But I call it fart. Literally. I don't care what you say. I don't care what defense you're going to give. I call it as I see it. And many people have called what they saw with Death Stranding. It is boring. It is not fun. Does it sell well? Yes. But it's still boring. Like when I play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, a game that sold 60 fucking plus million, that sold well, but on top of that, it's actually fun to play. I would say the reason why Death Stranding sold so well is because the PlayStation fanboys and Kojima Sims. Man, PlayStation fanboys are hilarious, man. They really are. Like, no matter what game comes to their console, because especially now with PS5, they're lacking in content. Any game at all that comes to PS5, the fans are like, oh yeah, this is interesting. And they slowly but surely start to orchestrate this pretend interest in a game that they really have no interest in. But because it's the only fucking game they can play on their console, you know, and it's getting good reviews and whatever else, it's like, yeah, this game is really good, I'm gonna get this game. It's like, come on. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Do you know what I mean? A lot worse going on all four corners of the place we live in. Exactly. I'm going to get to that in a moment, actually. There's a lot going on in the world right now. There's the full-blown slavery going on in the Arab world, yeah. But no one's saying anything on that because they're scared to be called racist, but cry about rich people being punished. Exactly. We're going to cry that Hideo Kojima has been punished, but if you call out slavery in Arab nations, we're called racist. Exactly. Couldn't make it up. Like, man, you get me so much. People are hypocrites. You know? I finally found someone that gets me. It's absolute hypocrisy in every sense of the fucking word. But there is a lot of times, because I don't want to go off on a big rant here, but there's a lot going on in the world. A lot going on in the world. Okay, let's talk. Let's see if I can keep this brief. I probably can't, but let's see if I can keep this brief on it. I still have time, which is not too bad. Obviously, one of the biggest conflicts going on right now, apart from Russia and Ukraine, is obviously Palestine and Israel. Unfortunately, the majority of people's response to that conflict, and I'm talking now people from all over the world, of all different ages and backgrounds and religions and sexualities, is this is literally their tunnel vision, narrow-minded, simplistic, black and white mentality. This is how they view it. Palestine good, Israel bad. Really? Really? I mean, do you know what I see? I see innocent, average, normal, everyday people, including children, just getting by in life, both in Palestine and Israel. They're sitting there playing a video game, the next minute their entire home is blown up. Again, on both sides. And they have absolutely no idea what the fuck is going on. They don't care what's going on. They're just living their lives. and because of people, groups, organizations, political organizations, religious organizations, their house gets blown up. That's happening right now. It's not as simple as Israel bad, Palestine good. What about people in Israel, right, that are innocent, that have nothing to do with this conflict? They have no interest in this conflict. They're just average, normal people going about their everyday, and they're being blown up because other people want to spread a religious war, and other people want to be political and they want to cause war. So you mean to tell me that innocent Johnny in Israel who gets blown up is bad? That's going to be your narrow-minded mentality. That is sad, and it's pathetic. Nobody, deserves to be blown up in aid of some fucking war-hungry motherfucker, who wants to invade a land or wants to make some kind of political or religious stand. I mean, it's just not right on either side. It's never going to be as simple as Israel bad, Palestine good, or vice versa. It's never going to be as simple as that. That's that's how I look at it. Anyway, it's not right on either side that people are being blown up and shot up and killed and everything in between. Israel is literally surrounded by 20 plus intolerant Islamic countries. You see, that's an interesting point because, there's a lot more to it, and people just don't want to go there because they're so one-sided and so narrow-minded. But Israeli is the invader. People need to wake up. That's an interesting point. People are so selective. They're so selective. I mean, people talk about how Israel are bad, and we should all look at Palestine as this great nation. Okay. Tell that to the amount of people that are discriminated against and killed for simply being who they are, and who have no interest in religion or politics. They're being killed because of their sexuality. Maybe sometimes it is through religion. Because of their religion, they're being killed. Oh, but that's a great nation. That's a great nation. It's never as simple as people make it out to be. See how YouTube blocks my comments? I'm not surprised. I'm a bit surprised. Also, bear in mind, Judaism is 3,500 years old. Islam is 1,004 years old. Who's oppressing who in the Middle East for 1,004 years? It's very interesting. I'm not going to get into it personally, but that's a very interesting comment. I don't have the time or the energy to get into it, but it's a very interesting comment. But overall, my mentality is it's quite stupid, really. And not just stupid, but it's quite offensive, really. Properly offensive, truly offensive. People get offended for everything these days, but I'm talking truly offensive to call an entire nation, especially people in that nation that are just going about their everyday fucking lives. For example, I don't know if you're aware of this. I think I have much time. I don't know if you're aware of this. The Eurovision. It's a music contest held every year in Europe, but it's kind of expanded out into other nations that aren't even in Europe. But anyway, it's a music contest that has been made extremely political in recent years. Israel was a country represented in this year's Eurovision, and of course, the contestant, whatever, singer from Israel, she was booed and heckled and everything else in between. I mean, is that right? Is it her fault that people in her nation, people in religious groups or political groups, people in military are doing what they're doing in Palestine? Is that her fault? Should she have to suffer? Should she have to take responsibility for those people? No, she fucking doesn't. That kind of shit is wrong. Again, they are just normal people trying to go about their everyday lives, in both Palestine and Israel, and they're being killed and blown up and kidnapped and tortured, and they have nothing to do with this at all, and that's wrong, and that's the way I look at it, you know.
That's the way I look at it. Don't get me wrong, I'm against war, but it's obvious Islam waged war on Judaism and Christianity for 1,004 years, since the Middle East is now 97% Islam. I mean, let's be real about it.
And let's be blunt about it. And I'm probably going to offend at least one person here when I say this, but I honestly don't care. I really mean that, because I'm just speaking the truth. The reality is, if you are a Muslim in the Western world, the United Kingdom, Ireland, America, whatever. If you are if you are a Muslim and you are living in the Western world, you may be subjected to a few racial attacks, either verbally or physically. And you may go through a tough time. But you're not going to be burnt to death in front of your family in the West for being Muslim. But if you're Christian, if you are a Christian in the Middle East, you can potentially be burnt to death, killed, murdered in front of your own family, tortured, executed, just for being a different religion other than Islam. So should we all look at the Middle East with this narrow-minded, tunnel vision view and say they're such a beautiful nation? Because life is not as simple as that. Am I saying that every single person in the Middle East carries on like that? No. Absolutely not. Okay? But it still hasn't changed the facts that I just pointed out there. Religious. Saddam Hussein, Hugo Chavez, Fidel Castro, Colonel Gaddafi, all CIA, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Bush and Windsor families, all involved in those. Oh God, we won't even get into that now. Yes, thank you for speaking out. No problem. No need to thank me, but it's true. And that's, I mean, like, it's funny how people react to that. Oh, that's a sensitive topic, Johnny. Please move on. That's a complex. I don't give a fuck if it's complex. I don't give a fuck if it's sensitive. It's the truth, and it needs to be said. And it's as simple as that. Nothing I'm saying is not factual. Everything I just said is a fact. They are Christians living in the Middle East that are literally tortured and murdered in the most grotesque ways in front of their own family just for being Christian or a religion other than Islam. The reality is, man, I walk the streets of Ireland every day of the week and I see people from all different walks of life. I see plenty of fucking Muslim people, and they're living their lives freely. They're working, they're living, and obviously I've got no problem with that. They're happy out. Unfortunately, for the majority of Christians, the same can't be said for Christians living in the Middle East. That's a fact. That's a fact. Does that make what's happening? Does that like deny what's going on in Palestine? No, it doesn't. Does it have anything to do what's going on in Palestine? Not necessarily. But it's a point that you brought up, and it's a point that I was going to address, and you're right. You know, and it's as simple as that. Schools don't tell this at all. Oh, of course they don't. Of course they don't, man. Schools are more interested. Schools are more interested in trying to educate you in sexuality and trying to educate kids into believing that there's more than fucking two genders than they are of actually teaching fucking actual basically than actually giving children an actual education. And as I always do, whenever I have a conversation about these things, it's like a disclaimer at this stage. I, Johnny Nagel, have no issue with anyone. If you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. That's really what it comes down to for me. I don't care if you're male or female. I don't care if you're white or black or brown or yellow. I don't care what nationality you are. I don't care what your race is. I don't care what your sexuality is. I don't care what your religion is. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. But none of that, none of your sexuality doesn't come into it. Your gender doesn't come into it. Your race doesn't come into it. I will treat you nice if you treat me nice. So I don't have a problem with any Muslim or Christian. I don't have a problem with anyone that is from any part of the world. But everything I said is factual. And if you don't like it, then that is something that you, as an individual, need to work on. Not something I need to feel bad for. If you don't like your religion, and you don't like how certain people in your religion behaves, that's your problem. If you don't like the inconvenient truth of how your nation behaves, that's your nation's problem. You know? But it ain't my problem. And I'm no longer going to sit here and feel bad for speaking out on these issues. You know? Has to be said. Oh God, what time do we have? Oh, not very much time. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get much gameplay in here, so I feel like there's going to be like a kind of a post kind of chat here, like for the next maybe like 5 minutes. So I'm going to get things kind of sorted out there, and I'm going to turn off this. Anyway, I got a good amount of gameplay in there of Crazy Taxi. I mean, obviously I call these Crazy Taxi sessions as opposed to parts, because there's no story in Crazy Taxi, as opposed to a game like The Getaway, for example. It does have a story, so calling Crazy Taxi sessions, it makes perfect sense. To be fair, it's not a big massive, like, you know, cinematic story game or anything like that. So I'm happy enough with the amount of gameplay that I managed to fit into this session. But I just want to check there now. Might be a few comments not showing up. YouTube doesn't like me. YouTube doesn't like us when we talk about these things. God love them. God love YouTube, huh? God love YouTube. They love having a megaphone. They love having a megaphone talking about certain political issues. Oh yeah, they can't shut the fuck up when it comes to those issues, but you know, someone like us has an opinion on something else. Oh, we gotta be shut up. Shut those people up now. They're speaking an inconvenient truth that I don't like. It's fucking hilarious. You know what's also hilarious? I'm gonna get right down to it. You know, there are people out there who fucking fixes. There are people out there who genuinely not only watch, right, but genuinely enjoy gore videos and gore images, you know, even like what they call snuff or smuff movies, you know, movies where people are actually being killed. There's people out there that will actually download the videos and get satisfaction watching them. They'll literally get satisfaction from watching somebody being tortured and killed. This happens. There are people out there that do that. And it's funny, because some of those people, not all of them, but some of those people are the same people that want me and you to feel sorry for what's going on in the Middle East. Look at what's happening. Look, they're dying. 5 minutes later, they're watching someone being dying and not having any fucking emotional reaction to that. I mean, where's the sense in that? Because I don't see any sense in that. You know? You reason by logic and historical facts instead of emotions. It's a very good point, actually. A lot of people, not only emotions, but a lot of people react to fucking TikTok videos as well. You know, it's on TikTok, so I'm going to care. You know? Oh, I don't know. Archive was trying to save 500,000 books this year. Rothschilds are trying to destroy the facts on these books. I believe it. It's a real life Metal Gear Solid 2 ending that's happening, more or less. So I'm just going to move things around there now so I can wrap up the live stream. Ignore my big fat head. before. Oh. A few minutes to chat, yeah.
A few minutes to chat, but yeah,
the world is never as simple, as people make it out to be. The funny thing is, like, the world is complex and the world is sensitive, but the thing is, that doesn't mean that we shouldn't talk about those complex and sensitive issues. It just means that we should. We should talk about those. We shouldn't be so one-sided. I mean, I started this conversation / rant about how a lot of people look at the conflict in the Middle East with such a simple mindset. Palestine good, Israel bad. It's like everything else in life. It's like left wing versus right wing. Trump supporters versus fucking Harris supporters. Pro-life versus pro-choice. Everyone has this like simplistic, like us versus them mentality, and it's never as simple as that. You can't just split two groups. You can't just split things into two groups and have that simple mindset. It's never as simple as that. Life is complex. Life is sensitive. Good, bad. Right, wrong. It's never going to be as simple as that. So life needs to be looked at more complex. And people need to speak up. But with all these laws being put into place, all these hate laws and hate speech and all that kind of crap, a lot of us are going to be scared to open them out. I'll tell you one thing though, not me. I don't give two fucks. That's just my mentality. I just don't give two fucks. I don't give a fuck. So, 5 minutes left. Is there anything anyone wants to add to this this little discussion here that we're having about the world in which we live in? As I wait, I'm going to just close by once again reminding all of you lovely people that I will treat people with respect and love if they deserve it, if they're nice to me. I will like you and love you, not because of your gender, not because of your age, not because of your sexuality, not because of your religion, or anything. Just literally, like, I just don't care about any of those things. If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. It's that simple. So I don't hate people for being different to me. Like, I don't say oh, you look different to me, so I'm gonna hate you. You got a different religion to me, so I'm gonna hate you. That's stupid. I don't understand why people are like that. It's just it's such a weird mentality to think that you're the only like of your kind. We don't take kindly to people like you in these parts. Like that kind of mentality. Like, come off the fucking stage. Like, don't be so contained in your bubble. There's people of other religions. There's people of other nationalities. There's people of other fucking of sexualities. I mean, they exist outside of your fucking self-contained bubble. So that's how I view life. I respect everyone regardless of who they are. But I will be outspoken about complex and sensitive issues. And I will not stop. Build
a time machine. Get away from this place.
I'll have to. I wouldn't know where to go, to be honest. Anywhere away from this timeline. Anyway, the more yapping I do, the more time will pass. So, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate all of you watching, and I appreciate the chat as well that we have. So enjoy the rest of your day, and see you next time.